Okay, soccer fans, it's time for the finale of tonight's third round of the 2015 MLS Desert Diamond Cup, featuring Real Salt Lake taking on Sporting Kansas City. Real will be clad in all red, with Sporting choosing to go with the dark indigo and blue stripe uniforms tonight. Our referees for this nightcap will be Juan Guzman, Matt Stewart, Brandon Marshall, and Christopher Penso. And now, let's introduce the starters for both clubs. Starting with Real Salt Lake, in goal, number 24, Jeff Antonella. At defense, number 6, Boyd Okwonu. At defense, number 7, Jordan Allen. At defense, number 12, Elias Vasquez. At defense, number 21, Aaron Mond. At midfield, number 19, Luke Mulholland. At midfield, number 22, Lucas Valdin. At midfield, number 26, Vito Avoya. At midfield, number 30, Emery Welshman. At forward, number 49, Devin Sandoval. And at forward, number 50, Sebastian Saucedo. And now for Sporting Kansas City, in goal will be number 29, Tim Malia. On defense, number 15, Seth Sinovic. At defense, number 23, Jalil Anibaba. At defense, number 4, Kevin Ellis. At defense, number 17, Saad Abdul Salam. At midfield, number 16, Servando Carrasco. At midfield, number 6, Paulo Nagamura. At midfield, number 94, Jimmy Madranda. At midfield, number 22, Connor Hallisey. At midfield, number 37, Jacob Peterson. And at forward, number 18, James Rogers. Your starters for Real Salt Lake and Sporting Kansas City.
Jimmy.
How you doing? There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if I could have you all please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome in, everybody. FC Tucson Desert Diamond Cup, Real Salt Lake against Sporting Kansas City. Rematch of MLS Cup 2013. Trey Fitzgerald, Matt Gash with you here live from the Keno North Stadium. RSL honored to play inside the stadium for the first time of this tournament on match day 3. Matt, take us through the lineup, starting with the Sporting Kansas City club, coached by Peter Vermees.
Well, they start in net with Tim Melia, who's got a back line in front of him that features a couple of new faces for them. Seth Sinovich is at left back. Kevin Ellis, of course, back at center back. Jaleel Anibaba came over in the offseason from Seattle. He'll be at center back as well. And Saad Abdul Salam. Servando Carrasco in the midfield with Paulo Nagamura, along with Jimmy Madronda, Connor Hallisey, and Jacob Peterson. And James Rogers, freshly signed here in the last couple days out of New Mexico, starting at forward.
And for Jeff Cassar and Real Salt Lake.
Jeff Attinell will start in goal. Boyd Aquanu, the second-round pick, out of North Carolina, will be at left back. Elias Vasquez and Aaron Mond at center back. Jordan Allen on the other flank on defense. In the midfield, Lucas Baldin and Fito Ovalle, and Luke Mulholland will be your three in the midfield for Salt Lake. The forward trio will be Devin Sandoval, flanked by Sebastian Saucedo and Emery Welshman.
Jeff Cassar inviting a quartet of FC Tucson players to line his bench tonight, including Paul Poblete, Garrett Losay, Devontae Dubose, Dom Papa, who scored a goal on Saturday night in the 3-1 FC Tucson loss to RSL. Also on Cassar's bench are Ricardo Velasco, the Tucson native and former FC Tucson product who has come through the RSL Academy and appears to be an imminent signing of the USL Monarchs for the Real Salt Lake organization. And then the homegrown Fanuel Cavita, defender out of Clemson, also dressing tonight for Jeff Cassar as we are moments away from kickoff. Devin Sandoval standing over the ball. He is RSL's leading preseason scorer, Matt, converting a couple penalty kicks in this tournament, as well as one in Irvine earlier in preseason.
And those goals have really kind of highlighted what's been a really good preseason for him. He really seems to stand out in this formation, being able to stand as a target and have two guys running off him from either side.
And we're off here as RSL knocks the ball around the back line. RSL, Kansas City, enjoying a sordid history of preseason affairs, including a melee here in Arizona, nearby Phoenix, back in 2011, I believe it was. Two organizations often hailed as the model MLS organizations by MLS Commissioner Don Garber. Kansas City clears the ball out of danger. Long ball over the top, knotted away by Aaron Mond. I'm still trying to get used to Aaron Mond not wearing number 4.
Right. Yeah, it's when you've got when you've
giving up his former number to Hamas and Olave. Mond now wearing number 21. Luke Mulholland running onto the loose ball, wide left. And the ball is ushered out of bounds. Will be an RSL corner as Emery Welshman attacking there for RSL, the former Toronto FC first-round draft pick. It'll be Mulholland with the corner for this largely reserve RSL group. Mulholland near post, looking for Sandoval, knotted away by Sporting Kansas City defender for another RSL corner.
You know, you mentioned this being a largely reserve lineup, and Jeff Cassar pointed out this week that there's still some position battles up for the grabs, and play in the games like this will give those guys opportunities not only to get extended minutes, but also show what they can do, show their stuff, and possibly earn some playing time, maybe even a starting nod in a game or two.
Mulholland's corner knocked away by the Kansas City goalkeeper, penned in by the birthday boy, Boyd Aquanu, the first-round draft pick celebrating his birthday, 22nd birthday, I believe, yesterday. Lucas Baldin fouled 30 yards from goal. As Kansas City resets its defense, Luke Mulholland preparing for another dead ball restart here in the 3rd minute from the Keno North Stadium. Mulholland goes far post, knotted away by the KCD. And RSL will retain possession, yet backtracking, and will reset. Jeff Attinella up top, looking for Devin Sandoval. He chests it over to Bofo Salcedo. Jordan Allen moving up from his right back position, unable to hold on, and it'll be a Kansas City throw. Sporting Kansas City with a smattering of their regular starters in the lineup, including Seth Sinovich, Paulo Nagamura, Jacob Peterson, Servando Carrasco, the former Seattle standout, now with this club. James Rogers, New Mexico product, just signing a couple days ago. Helping take the Lobos deep into the NCAA tournament alongside Devin Sandoval 3 years ago. Kansas City probing, looking for the long ball over the top. Rolls harmlessly to Attinella.
Desert Diamond Casinos and Entertainment.
Attinella's gotten a lot of reps early in preseason with Nick Armando out, and he's shown well in preseason, so no tests for him yet early in this game, but if he is, he has the early preseason experience to be ready for those.
0-0 here as we just get started. Keno North Stadium, Real Salt Lake, Kansas City. RSL winning 1-0 against New England Revolution a week ago tonight, defeating FC Tucson 3-1 on Saturday. Sandoval battling. Kansas City retaining. There's a ball over the top. Jacob Peterson collects. Plays to an on-rushing Connor Halesley. Sinovic switches field. Kevin Ellis saw significant time last year. So the ball is turned over to RSL. Bofo Salcedo, Park City native, one of several players on the field tonight to have come through the Casa Grande Academy. Baldin. Salcedo ultimately brought down. And it'll be an RSL restart here in the 6th minute. Another long ball over the top from SKC. Falls to Avaye. Baldine ultimately back to Atenella. He'll restart through Mond. Long ball. Looking for Welshman. He battles. He's whistled offside is Emery Welshman. RSL going back to the new look 4-3-3 that we've seen throughout this first month of preseason, Matt.
Yeah, it's been a different look. You're so used to seeing that diamond-shaped midfield and switching things up a little bit. And Jeff Cassar spent a lot of time teaching his group the nuances of this formation that really came so natural with the diamond formation with them for all those years. And just a new wrinkle, a new look for Jeff Cassar's side in 2015.
Salcedo back to Avaye, back to Mond. Baldine. Elias Vasquez, the recently signed Guatemalan. Turnover at midfield, though. Jordan Allen, the Swiss Army knife for Real Salt Lake. He's playing right back tonight. Saw time at forward early in camp after the Joao Plata injury. Mulholland battling in midfield, and he's whistled for a foul. Challenging Jalil Anibaba. Interesting to see Jalil in these Kansas City colors.
Yeah, he spent so many years there in Chicago, and last year with Seattle, and now with Kansas City. He's got the ability to play that right back role, and they've got him here at center back tonight. Big, strong athlete. He can get up and down the field as well when they push him wide.
9th minute, Jeff Atenella runs onto a loose ball in his box to reset the Real Salt Lake attack here on match day 3 of the FC Tucson Desert Diamond Cup. Mond to Allen, back to Mond. Vasquez, who physically appears and carries himself very much like Carlos Salcedo, the former young center back for RSL. Boyd Aquanu getting into a little bit of trouble here on the near touchline, bailed out by Baldine. Mulholland trying to control in the center circle. He gets mixed up with Nagamura, and it'll be a RSL restart just inside its own half. Baldine has impressed the RSL coaches coming out of South Florida here in this preseason.
He's really been one of those that just does everything he's asked, works hard, and does what he can really to make his teammates look better. And that's something that is easy to do when you're put in the right situations, and he's made definitely been impressive through the 6 weeks of preseason.
Baldine switches left to Welshman. He pulls the trigger from 30, and it's saved pretty easily by Tim Melia, the former RSL and Chivas USA keeper. Marine One was his nickname in the locker room back at Rio Tinto in the day.
There's got to be a story there, Trey.
It's just one of those crazy nicknames that K-Dog ascribes to people without any rhyme or reason. Long ball out of the Sporting back is sailing wide right, so it will be an RSL throw here for Boyd Aquanu. Sandoval tries to control to Mulholland. Had Baldine, elected to go wide right to Saucedo. Jordan Allen on the overlap. Searching for space, and Allen is taken down from behind by Sinovic. Sinovic actually on a 1-week trial at RSL several years ago before finding a home in Kansas City. Mond to Fito Avalle, the Utah native. Wide right. Long cross in from Allen. Knotted down by Sandoval. Squirts the ball. Holland and Welshman with a nice curler. Far post puts RSL up 1-0. 12th minute goal for Emery Welshman.
Just a great setup there. You see him switch the ball from right to left. We've seen so much from Jordan Allen in this preseason, and that combination with up the right side with Sebastian Saucedo's really been impressive as well. Just a couple of young guys who are used to playing with each other from the academy level, and great switching ball, and finishes with Emery Welshman tucking it away inside the far post.
And that'll be a nice confidence booster for the young former first-round draft pick out of Toronto FC. I think he saw one appearance for TFC before being waived after being drafted 16th overall out of Oregon State. Kansas City quickly on the counter here. Long diagonal out of the box, looking wide right for Saad Abdul Salam, but he can't control, and it'll be an RSL throw from deep in their own territory.
Carf International is proud to partner with FC Tucson and the Desert Diamond Cup as a tribute to team building, overcoming obstacles, and personal achievement.
Throw from Aquanu, looking for Sandoval. Dangerous into the center of RSL's own penalty box. It'll be a Kansas City throw. Long throw back to Anibaba. Carries it left. Sinovic. Back to Anibaba. Sandoval applying pressure. Back to Malia. Kevin Ellis really came on strong for SKC last year.
Yeah, there was going to be a hole in that lineup when Matt Beasler went away to the World Cup, and Kevin Ellis filled it really well throughout those summer months.
Knotted away, and it'll be it'll be a Sporting Kansas City throw here in the 14th minute. RSL up 1-0 on an Emery Welshman goal just moments ago. Dangerous opportunity for Kansas City, knocked away at the top of the RSL box, but RSL can't quite clear from danger. Saucedo slides the ball away from Sinovic, but it's a quick Kansas City throw to Peterson. He cuts back, searching for options. Back to Sinovic. Nagamura on the ball. Switches the point of attack back to Ellis. He's going wide right. And Saad Abdul Salam can't quite pin it in. Quick restart for RSL. Vasquez, Aquanu, Atenella. Over to Mond. Wide right to Jordan Allen. Allen playing 11 minutes in the first two games last year before suffering an injury that knocked the former Virginia star out for the entire season. 16-minute throw-in for Sinovic, Kansas City. Headed away by Mond. Long ball over the top, broken up by Mond. Still challenging Peterson to control. It'll be another Kansas City throw. Long throw over the top. Nice run onto that ball by Jimmy Madranda.
Fans of all ages, make sure and try out the FC Tucson soccer cage.
But his shot wide and high. It'll be Jeff Atenella with the RSL goal kick.
By having the FC Tucson soccer cage be part of the fun. The FC Tucson soccer cage is available to rent for birthday parties, graduations, team parties, corporate events, and more. Check out the
Crowd filling in here at Keno Stadium. Not quite the nearly 4,000 we saw on Saturday night, but great showing nonetheless for RSL's debut in the stadium. Mulholland and Saucedo playing a little two-man game. Mulholland not liking the physicality. Out for an RSL throw. Sandoval chested down, looking for Saucedo. Squirts out to Mulholland. Can he control? He's upended by Ani Baba, and a foul is called. It'll be an RSL free kick from about 22.
Well, if he didn't like the physicality a moment ago, he's certainly not going to like that. It's one of the hallmarks of this Kansas City team, though, is they play well. They play good soccer. But if it comes to it and they need to get into one of these types of games, they can, and they're very good with the physical game of MLS.
Lucas Baldin will stand over this. Vasquez, Welshman, Sandoval, and Mond in the box. Baldin nods it over to Jordan Allen. His left-footed shot. High, wide, and in orbit. 18th minute. Kansas City with the quick counter here. As RSL struggles to refine its shape after that dead ball opportunity. Nothing doing, though, for Kansas City. Atnella plays square ball to Mond. Sandoval can't control. Mulholland nearly picking the pocket of Carrasco. But Kansas City ultimately controlling out of its own end. Sandoval pressuring Melia. But he gets it out of danger. Ball over the top. Won by Aquanu to Ovalle. And here comes Fito. Down the left wing to Aquanu. Ultimately out. Kansas City throw. For Abdul Salam. Nodded away by Vasquez. Be another quick throw here for Saad. Ovalle dispossesses Saad. Centering pass to Baldin. And he's going long over the top, looking for Welshman. Finds him. Welshman switching fields to Mulholland. Can he get there? No. Broken up by the Kansas City keeper. Nice awareness there from Marine One. Sinovic. Nagamura. Back to Seth. Here comes Jacob Peterson down the left side. Mond breaking up the cross, and it'll be a Kansas City corner here in the 21st minute. RSL up 1-0 on an Emery Welshman goal. Nice curler in the 12th minute. Kansas City corner. Going far post. No one there. But RSL can't quite get it out of danger. Welshman eventually plays to Baldin. He boots it away. But it'll be a Kansas City throw still inside the Real Salt Lake half. Quick throw by Carrasco. Back to Nagamura wearing the captain's armband for Peter Vermeese's club. Nice diagonal there from Carrasco. Centering ball into the box. Boyd Aquanu nods it away, but Saad Abdul Salam eventually fouling Welshman on the challenge, and it'll be an RSL throw from deep inside its own half.
A moment ago we saw that big switching ball from Carrasco. He's come so far since he was drafted in 2011 in Seattle. He was borderline reckless as a midfielder in that first year, early on, and he's really reined a lot of that in, a lot of that defensive aggression, and he's a much better, more holding midfielder now, much better connecting his teammates with the ball and keeping ball in possession. And that's why he's valued by a team like Kansas City and was so in Houston as well.
Here comes Kansas City again. RSL not retaining much possession after the goal. Fito Avalle eventually corralling. Back to Aquano. He switches fields. Wide right to Bofo Salcedo. Checked back to Jordan Allen's level. Find that ball. Allen over the top. Looking for Baldin. Nearly misplayed in the back by Kevin Ellis, and it'll be an RSL corner here in the 23rd minute. And one of the distinctive points of this 4-3-3 for Jeff Cassar's club is just how much more quickly RSL is able to get wave after wave into the attack as compared to its diamond DNA. Welshman with the header off the bar. Luke Mulholland with the follow, and he's wide left as RSL nearly doubles its lead.
You know, Luke Mulholland's come in as a second wave on the attack, as you mentioned, and he's going to get opportunities like that. When you look at the way this midfield shapes up right now, when RSL's got its best 11 out there, that's Javier Morales who's making those runs. And when you picture that out on the field, you see where just how that 4-3-3 can be beneficial to the personnel with Real Salt Lake right now.
Here's Kansas City coming back. Mon challenging, knocks the ball away from Connor Hallisey, and it'll be a Kansas City throw as that kind of speed of counter and high pressure, definitely a Peter Vermees signature. Sinovic on the left, plays it back. Switch of field, nice diagonal, looking for Saad, and rolls just outside of his reach, out for an RSL goal kick. MLS Live is back for 2015, everyone. Watch hundreds of out-of-market matches on your computer, phone, tablet, Roku, Apple TV, or Chromecast media player. Buy now, 350-plus games for just $74.99. Visit MLSsoccer.com for more information and market-by-market blackout rules. 25th minute, RSL up 1-0 on an Emery Welshman goal here at the Keno North Stadium complex. RSL's fourth consecutive Desert Diamond Cup. Quick Kansas City throw. Peterson in the box, battling. Tried to play it back to Nagamura, instead intercepted by Mulholland. Tries to spring Sandoval, but Kevin Ellis there, anticipating that pass. RSL trying to get out of its own end. Chested down by Sandoval to Mulholland. He plays square to Ovalle. Ovalle to Allen, inside to Baldin. He's got space ahead of him. Pressure behind him, and he's dispossessed. Here comes Sporting Kansas City. Aquanu battling with James Rogers, who actually spent some time at Highland High School in Salt Lake City before going to the Colorado Rapids Academy several years ago. Ultimately ushered out of danger, and Jeff Attanella boots it long for an RSL attack. Saucedo plays it back to Vasquez. Vasquez only 22 with nearly 25 caps for the Guatemalan national team. He's captain of their U20 team that had so much success a couple years ago.
Also 4 of those caps coming in World Cup qualifying, which high-pressure games. He played 2 against the U.S., 2 against Jamaica in 2014 World Cup qualifying.
Fito Avalle whistled for the foul on the challenge here on the near touchline. And Nagamura with the restart back to Saad. Here comes Saad down the right, challenging Aquanu. Gets around him. Beats the Baldine pressure. James Rogers pulling the trigger from the top of the box. Deflected and settled by RSL keeper Jeff Attanella. Attanella, who had a shutout at Sporting Park last year when Nick Raimondo was off with the U.S. national team in a 0-0 game. That was the first matchup between these two clubs after that epic 10-frame penalty kick shootout that decided MLS Cup 2013. Boyd Aquanu a little shaken up after taking that shot to the midsection. So we've had a temporary stoppage of play here at Keno North in the 28th minute.
Good stretch of play there for James Rogers. We saw him get that really aggressive play, get that ball into the box, and looking for the penalty. Didn't get it, but and then another shot from the top of the box a moment ago. You really see what Kansas City liked in him when they picked him and now signed him up to their squad.
Jeff Attanella, the RSL keeper, will restart as Aquanu is attended to on the sideline by RSL trainer Tyson Pace. Attanella over the top, looking for Sandoval. Headed away by Anibaba. Settled by Abdul Salam, and here comes Kansas City yet again. Baldine runs onto the loose ball, plays it back to Mond. Square to Allen. Allen looking over for Mulholland. RSL can't keep possession, and Kansas City off and running. Knocked away by Welshman. It'll be a Kansas City throw here at midfield.
Aquanu back into the game now for RSL.
Welshman pressuring Kevin Ellis. But it's a Kansas City throw as Ellis again surveys his options. Nice work there from Madronda. Great cross over the top. Peterson wants a call, doesn't get one. High boot there from James Rogers, but nothing doing. And it's a Kansas City throw as RSL's back line under the most pressure it's seen all night. Ellis and Anibaba probing. Giveaway there from Carrasco, but a ball comes back to him. Plays wide left to Anibaba. He finds Sinovic. RSL dispossesses. Allen plays to Welshman. But a harmless ball over the top will be retained by Kansas City. Another long ball over the top, and Peterson's going to get whistled offside. That was very close. Nice ball by Sinovic over the top.
Yeah, they're looking for Peterson on those long balls. Had a penalty appeal a moment ago, and just now you see him just a touch offside on that ball from the back.
Half hour in, RSL up 1-0. Emery Welshman with the 12th minute goal. As Jeff Cassar's youthful lineup dictating much of the tempo here, but conceding possession after that goal. And the Kansas City just wave after wave. Here comes Nagamura. James Rogers dribbling out of pressure, but slips. Dispossessed by Fito Avalle. Welshman. He can't keep his feet either, but does find Bofo Saucedo. He's got Mulholland on the right. Chooses instead to shoot. And a harmless shot corralled by former RSL keeper Tim Melia, now between the pipes for Kansas City.
Salcedo's been bold for RSL here in preseason. Just 18 years old, and he's out there playing with the big boys and not afraid to let his game shine through. That's really been a great showing for him in preseason so far.
Mulholland switching left to Vasquez. He finds Aquanu inside to Baldine. Baldine back to Mond. Wide right to Jordan Allen. Allen looking for Saucedo, but the pass isn't there, and Kansas City now building out of their back. Quick restart for Kansas City as they move through midfield. Switching wide left for Saad Abdul Salam. He's coming down the right, challenging Aquanu. Avaya around with help. James Rogers runs onto the loose ball. His cross inside. Who's there? Knocked away by Jordan Allen, but not out of danger. Kansas City's got RSL penned in. Here comes Nagamura. He's tripped up just outside the box. And it'll be a free kick for Kansas City from 22.
Tucson welcomes the teams and fans of Major League Soccer to Southern Arizona.
Dangerous 33rd minute opportunity here for Sporting Kansas City.
Click over to visittucson.org or follow us on Facebook, Instagram,
there we see Sebastian Saucedo clipping him from behind on that one to give Kansas City a dangerous free kick here, and a big test for RSL's defense. Haven't worked a ton on set-piece defense to this point, and we'll see just how much they remember from last year here on this one.
How much do they remember from the 17 different programs this group that's on the field was at last year?
Right.
There's a lot of new faces playing together for only a handful of times. Kansas City's got a couple options here on the free kick. Looks like it's going to be Nagamura. Sorry, that's Carrasco, and his shot goes wide right. Jeff Attinella appeared to have his near post covered. And disaster averted for RSL. Disaster might be overstating it. 34th minute. RSL up 1-0.
Preseason still, right?
It's preseason for everybody. Devin Sandoval can't control that. It'll be a Kansas City throw quickly. Saad Abdul Salam trying to beat Vasquez. Can't. He heads it down to Baldine. And Baldine tangled up there with Madronda. And Aaron Mond will restart for RSL. Sandoval nods it on to Welshman. Challenges for the loose ball. Body's fine. And
3 guys down on that play. And
2 Kansas City players might have knocked heads there in the midst of the Devin Sandoval whirlwind. 35th minute. Keno Stadium. And that's Carrasco.
Kevin Ellis, I think.
Carrasco and Ellis down.
Carrasco's back up now, but clearly shaken on the play.
And the Keno Stadium crowd gives a round of applause. The players all back up on their feet. It'll be a drop ball here for the restart in a couple moments when we're ready to go. Download the MLS app from the App Store or Google Play for free. Look for the MLS app's regular season edition update just before the start of the season, slated for March 6th. Chicago at LA. Check out the latest preseason news and videos, and then check scores once the season starts. Again, download the MLS app for free. 36th minute. Kansas City building out of the back. Here comes Seth Sinovic. Back to Anibaba, to Ellis. here on the right touchline. Ellis over the top looking for Rogers. He's in behind. Beats Vasquez to the ball and adjudged to have knocked it out for an RSL goal kick. Attinella will restart as RSL's back line tries to determine how to deal with some of these slashing runs. Sandoval nods it down to Mulholland. He's looking over the top for Welshman. Sandoval running onto the ball and knocked away by Kansas City for an RSL throw. Here's Boyd Aquanu. Again, just turning 22 yesterday out of University of North Carolina, 27th overall pick in the most recent MLS Super Draft. Welshman trying to dribble out of danger, dispossessed. Kansas City off to the races, and Madronda taken out by Fito Ovalle. He'll be booked here in the 38th minute.
Easy yellow card there for Ovalle. You hate to say it's a good foul to give, but certainly Kansas City looking to get out on the break, and now Salt Lake's able to get behind the play and set up defensively.
Yeah, Valle just caught a little bit out of position and sees yellow. Kansas City trying to control. Here's Rogers. Dispossessed by Welshman. Finds Sandoval. He can't hold on to it. Ultimately shepherds the ball to Baldin, who does. Allen. Saucedo. Allen with the overlap. Played back instead to Mulholland. He switches the ball back left. Here's Aquanu carrying forward. He's got a little time and space. Plays instead to Welshman quickly. On the overlap, Aquanu, left-footed cross. He's looking for Sandoval. Ball squirts through, and Milia's there, far post, to squelch that opportunity.
Go ahead. Those types of opportunities have come up quite a bit for the that first group. You see left backs making those overlapping runs, crossing balls across the middle. If Sabario's not there to get it, Sebastian Jaime's at the far post. Not quite as much fluidity in the attack so much from this group.
Ellis to Carrasco to Anibaba. Far side to Sinovic. Back to Anibaba. Here comes Sinovic down the left. He's got Peterson streaking. Instead played back and switched wide right. Nothing doing as Aquanu cuts off the pass, and here comes Welshman covering a lot of ground in a short period of time. Sandoval can't handle. Baldin tracks it down. Wide left here to Aquanu. Short pass to Baldin. Under pressure from Rogers. A little ragged here for RSL. Kansas City. A little helter-skelter. Mulholland thought he was going to get through. Can't. And Milia boots it out of danger. Vasquez over the top looking for Saucedo. He's not going to win a head ball with Anibaba. It'll be an out for a Kansas City throw. 40th minute, RSL up 1-0. A goal from Emery Welshman, the Canadian who represents the Guyanese national team. Former first-round pick for Toronto FC. A late invitee to RSL's preseason. High boot there from Vasquez will result in a Kansas City restart as Carrasco stands over the ball. Madronda. All the way back to Anibaba. Switches field. Diagonal left. Saad Abdul Salam, nice header into a streaking Madronda, but he can't keep his feet. And Welshman knocks it out of danger. It's very interesting watching RSL and seeing the wingers at the top of the 4-3-3 all the way back outside the outside backs on some of these defensive opportunities.
And that's one of the things that Jeff Cassar is going to ask of these guys is those wide wingers, they're going to have to defend in that formation for it to be successful because he's not going to ask a ton of width out of that midfield. You really want to keep that central attacking midfielder as central as you can. Maybe force your other two center midfielders a little bit wider, but generally you're going to get that defensive width from the what would be called forwards in most formations.
42nd minute, RSL knocking it around, resetting from the back through Jeff Attanella. Vasquez looking for Welshman, challenged by Ellis, collected by Kansas City. Melia, long ball over the top. Headed down to Vasquez. Ovalle to Mulholland. Mulholland fouled in the center circle. Carrasco protests, but RSL will have a chance to build an attack here as the first half winds down. Your initial thoughts on the first 43 minutes, Matt?
It's been a good half, really, for both sides. Outside of the goal scored by Real Salt Lake, it's been a pretty evenly played game for both sides. You've seen Kansas City get in the attack in several different instances, in several different ways as well. And now we see a yellow card. Luke Mulholland, I think they call that cheeky.
Yeah, essentially baiting Madronda into that yellow with the lack of spacing on the restart. Encroachment. And Lucas Baldin will take this one. Second yellow. The first given to Fito Ovalle from Real Salt Lake. Here's Baldin. Wide left to Aquanu. Not sure he was ready for it. Aquanu dispossessed by Rogers. Vasquez there to clean up the mess. Plays over the top, looking for Welshman. Knotted down. Kansas City controlling, but ultimately poked away. Aquanu, Vasquez. Welshman wins the ball. He's in alone. Who's there for him? Has to play it back into space. Cleaned up by Mond. Baldin trying to find Mulholland on the left. He does. Mulholland keeps it. Baldin with the overlap. Centering past Ovalle. Cuts it to his left. Keeps it, but ultimately dispossessed there. And Kansas City with some emergency defending, shepherding the ball nearly out of danger, and then Baldin almost wins it back. Here's Rogers. Back to Ellis. Saad Abdul Salam bringing it up. Bad touch. Straight to Baldin. Under some pressure there from Sandoval might have created that giveaway. And Baldin sends it out to Jordan Allen wide on the right side. RSL trying to regain its shape and get a new look here. Ball goes out. It'll be a Kansas City throw. I'm sure they'll take it quickly. Sinovic looking at his options. He's got Nagamura. Back to Sinovic. Anibaba. And that's the end of the first half. 45 minutes in the books here on match day 3 of the FC Tucson Desert Diamond Cup. Real Salt Lake up 1-0 at the break on an Emery Welshman goal. Nice curler in the 12th minute.
Awards to Go is proud to be the trophy supplier to the Desert Diamond Cup. For 15 years, Awards to Go has served the Tucson athletic community. Located near Broadway and Cole, we are easy to find and easy to deal with. Check us out on the web at awardstogo.com. That's awardstogo.com. Remember, fans, Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Come in and try a Culver's Butterburger. Butterburgers are made with 100% U.S. beef, seared on a hot grill to lock in the flavor and served up on a lightly buttered toasted bun. Welcome to Delicious. The 2015 Desert Diamond Cup is brought to you by Desert Diamond Casinos and Entertainment, Southern Arizona's entertainment destination. Coming live to the Diamond Center, comedian Angela Johnson on March 7th, and award-winning multi-platinum country star Tracy Lawrence March 28th. Visit us at ddcaz.com for more information. That's Desert Diamond Casino. Simply Bits is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Desert Diamond Cup. Simply Bits delivers fully managed internet, telephone, and IT solutions that keep pace with your business needs. Choose the simplicity of one network and one provider. Simply Bits residential internet services are also available. Learn more at simplybits.com. That's simplybits.com. gentlemen, I direct your attention to the midfield stripe at the front of the grandstand. We've got mini soccer balls getting ready to come your way. Who wants a mini soccer ball out there? Carp International, if you want a mini soccer ball, get your hands in the air and make some noise. You have choices when researching and selecting your healthcare services. Look for CARF accreditation when comparing providers. CARF accreditation is earned by providers that show commitment to service quality and a focus on the satisfaction of the people they serve. To find CARF accredited providers, visit us online at carf.org. That's CARF International. Make some noise for those mini soccer balls. The last 4 soccer balls, if you want it, let's hear you. Come on, people. Again, we'd like to thank CARF International for providing those mini soccer balls. Fans, here's something else you might be interested in. You can use your match tickets from the 2015 Desert Diamond Cup and Friendlies to get a great deal at the Tucson Keno Parkway Culver's location. Simply present the back of your stub to the cashier when buying the Culver's value basket and get a second free. That's right, a second value basket free. This includes any sandwich, plastic side, and medium soft drink. That's at the Culver's. Tucson Keno Parkway. Bring your Desert Diamond ticket stub. You get a free basket with the purchase of one.
versus fourth and fifth versus sixth. I just don't think that's going to.
Welcome back in. Halftime. RSL 1, Sporting Kansas City 0. Match day 3, Desert Diamond Cup at the Keno North Stadium Complex, home of FC Tucson. RSL up 1-0 on an Emery Welshman goal in the 12th minute. Trey Fitzgerald, Matt Gashk with you. Looks like one sub coming on at halftime for Sporting Kansas City, as Mikey Lopez will come on for Servando Carrasco. Matt says we await the second half kickoff. What were your overall impressions of the first half?
Well, you give him a lot of credit because he scores the goal, but Emery Welshman really showed a lot in that first half. He was very active up the wing channels. I also really liked what we saw from Jordan Allen as a right back as well. He earned his spot on the first team and getting some first team minutes last year as a right back, and now you're seeing him. He played as a forward. He played as a right back, really showing his versatility that he can contribute to this team in a lot of different ways.
No changes for the Real Salt Lake 11 as Jeff Cassar has elected to go with a largely reserve squad here tonight. Kansas City with the quick giveaway, and it'll be an RSL throw just seconds in to the second half. Boyd Aquanu playing maybe slightly out of position on the left back side. Normally he sees time as a right back in this camp, as well as his University of North Carolina career. RSL gives the ball away, and here comes Kansas City. Rogers from Peterson. He breaks around the right side. Centering pass broken up by Fito Avalle, who finds Luke Mulholland. Mulholland up to Sandoval. Sandoval battling Ellis. Controls. Back to Welshman. Aquanu trying to skip over the top again to Sandoval. Mulholland gets mixed up with Lopez, and it'll be a Sporting Kansas City restart at midfield.
Earlier on that play by Kansas City up the right side, good recovery by Fito Avalle to get back and cover Peterson on that run. Not a lot of times you'll see that from a young player. Good awareness from Avalle to make that stop.
Here comes Jordan Allen down the right side. He's got some options. Instead, cuts it back, trying to get around Ani Baba, and can't, and it'll be a Kansas City throw. Lopez nearly gets his pocket picked by Mulholland. Sandoval runs onto the ball, and he scores his fourth goal of preseason, his first non-PK, as RSL takes a 2-0 lead through the hard work of Luke Mulholland, creating the opportunity for Devin Sandoval.
A couple of, you call them young veterans at this point. Luke Mulholland is several years as a pro and knows to really get after every one of those balls, and you're going to need to do that to see time, particularly on a deep team like Real Salt Lake. And Sandoval, he's been a workhorse all preseason, and getting rewarded there as he has with 3 penalties earlier in the preseason, and now this one is first from the run of play.
RSL winning a week ago tonight, 1-0 over New England, then winning 3-1 against FC Tucson. If they are able to win this game tonight, they would be guaranteed a spot in the 8 p.m. match here at the stadium on Saturday, the final day of the 2015 Desert Diamond Cup. '49th minute, RSL up 2-0 over Sporting Kansas City. RSL throw, Boyd Aquanu, 22 years old in one day. Long ball over the top. Again, Saucedo keeps squaring up with Ani Baba for these head balls and coming up short.
Juan Guzman wants Baldin to settle down.
Yeah, Baldin and Nagamura getting a little mixed up there, and Baldin a little talking to from Mr. Guzman. Sinovich knocks it in. Trouble in the area for RSL. James Rogers shanks the left-footed shot. Wide left is great stuff there from Madronda to keep that ball alive and put the RSL back line under significant pressure.
Like you said, good work from Madronda there, and we've seen so much activity from James Rogers throughout this match. There nearly gets an opportunity, but just doesn't have the quality in that last ball.
Atnella with the restart, 50th minute. Ellis battling with Sandoval, a little push in the back, gets whistled. And the young RSL side will have a restart here from just outside the center circle. Baldine, quick restart to Ovalle. Wide right to Saucedo as the two young former Utah ODP selections hook up. Saucedo eventually gives the ball away, and Kansas City fast on the break. Madronda looking for Peterson. Atnella clears from danger. Madronda leaves it. Cross into the middle, snared by Atnella, and number 22, Connor Hallisey, with the overlap and the cross, nearly maybe finding it far post off of Atnella's hands. Mulholland knocks it off of Anibaba. It'll be an RSL throw. As Jordan Allen waits for teammates to get forward. Allen, Sandoval, back to Allen. Inside to Mulholland. Wide to Allen. Looking for Sandoval. Knocked away by Ellis nicely. And here comes Madronda on the break. Curling pass into Jacob Peterson. Nodded away there by Vasquez, who recognized early what was happening. The Guatemalan national teamer. The Carlos Salcedo doppelganger.
You do so many double takes when you see this guy on the field. It's not just how he physically looks, but how he carries himself as well. And when you look at the career progression for Elias Vasquez, it's very similar to what you may see from Carlos Salcedo in 2-3 years.
Welshman carrying the ball nicely out of danger to Ovalle, but he is dispossessed, and Kansas City resets. Wide left to Anibaba. Mulholland breaks it up. Baldine to Sandoval. Saucedo, wide right to Mulholland. It's RSL trying to get numbers forward. Mulholland back to Allen. Center to Ovalle. Ovalle weak pass to Baldine. Attempted tackle from behind by Ovalle misses. Here's Rogers. Deflected his shot off of Aquanu, and Atnella there to save a relatively harmless chance after a dangerous run by Rogers and a trademark Kansas City break. '54th minute. RSL up 2-0. 12th minute goal from Emery Welshman, and a 48th minute goal by Devin Sandoval. Sandoval with penalty kick conversions in each of the first two Desert Diamond Cup games for RSL. Vasquez cuts off the pass, knocks it out for Kansas City throw. Top of the penalty box extended for Kansas City. Big throw, broken up again by Vasquez. Anibaba plays it all the way back to Tim Melia. Melia, the former Chivas USA and RSL keeper. I think he spent some time with Columbus as well. Hung out to dry on that second goal. Nagamura finds Saad Abdul Salam down the right-hand side, and it's knocked away for a Kansas City corner. Looks like Madronda will take it quickly. Loving the energy from Jimmy Madronda tonight. Creating havoc all over the field. His left-footed corner, near post. Actually finds Kevin Ellis at the spot. But Fito Avaye, near post, keeping the 0 for RSL. Nice play by the youngster.
That's 2 in a short period of time for him. Fito Avaye, he's got another young player looking to make an impact and let the coaches know he's here to stay.
Fito Avaye, Bofo Saucedo, James Rogers, all Utah products out of the ODP program. That bodes well for the future of homegrown talent out of the Beehive State. Anibaba nods it away to Rogers. Plays it wide to Nagamura. He carries it back. Trying to find space around Saucedo. Nice through ball to Peterson. Rogers overlapping. Will be out for a Kansas City throw. .56 minute. Anibaba wide left here to Sinovic. Inside to Madronda. He battles with Welshman. They get tangled up, and Madronda whistled for the foul. Looks like it'll be Jordan Allen on the restart for RSL. Instead, he leaves it for Jeff Attinella. Attinella could see significant action this year for RSL if Nick Raimondo is away for much of June and July with the Gold Cup. There's an RSL foul.
Sandoval tangled up with Jaleel Anibaba there, as they have for much of the first 57 minutes of this game.
Avaye keeps it alive. Nice ball over the top by Baldin onto an on-rushing Sandoval. Can he get around Anibaba? Instead, drifts wide left, plays it back to Saucedo. Saucedo back to Aquanu, who sends a 60-yard ball back to Attinella. Attinella out of his box, under pressure. Kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a Kansas City throw there. Nice pressure by Peterson. Sinovic, Nagamura. Wide right to Saad. Saad looking like a modern-day Cano Smith out there on the wing. Left-footed shot there from Connor Hallisey. Pulls the trigger from 20. Jeff Attinella had the post guarded.
Yeah, another good stop there from Attinella. Good effort from Hallisey, and takes a skip right into the arms for Attinella. It made it look a little bit easier than it could have been.
'59th minute, RSL up 2-0 over Sporting Kansas City. Welshman and Sinovic pushing, shoving. Sinovic taking exception.
I guess this is a Real Salt Lake Sporting Kansas City preseason game, isn't it?
Welshman very hot under the collar. Sinovic also taking exception to the initial push. And both players will see yellow here in the 59th minute.
started with a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge against the sideline there. Neither player seemed happy with the contact. Emery Welshman on his return to the field just decided to go through the back of Sinovic rather than taking a traditional route around his man.
Ellis out of the back, chipping over the top, looking for Rogers. Knotted away by Aquanu. He finds Mulholland. Square ball to Ovalle. Over the top to Welshman, deep into the right corner. He's getting around Sinovic. Anababa kind of cut off the run, but Welshman deep into the box. Ball stays in. Ultimately, Sinovic wins that battle. Mond jumping over Peterson to head that ball away. Mulholland looking for Welshman. Anababa takes him out. Welshman goes down. No foul. Mikey Lopez wide right to Saad. Back to Ellis. And Kansas City will reset through the keeper, Tim Milia.
Getting ready for a wholesale change here as well, Kansas City, at the next break of action.
Nice foray by James Rogers. He gets the cross in. It's knocked away by Aaron Mond. It'll be a Kansas City throw. I believe there will be 10 substitutions made for Sporting Kansas City here in the 62nd minute. Several familiar names coming out onto the field for Peter Vermeese's club, including Dom Dwyer, Graham Zusi, Bernardo Honor, Roger Espinosa, Benny Faulhaber, Matt Biesler, and Eric Palmer Brown, amongst others. And I'll let you reset the entire Kansas City lineup momentarily, Matt. New goalkeeper as well for SKC, Luis Marine.
Luis Marine comes in, and the coaching staff spoke very highly of him in an article today on MLSsoccer.com, written by our friend Sam Stayskull.
Sandoval to Welshman to Mulholland. Looking for Sandoval again as RSL escapes danger. Quick break, and it'll be a test for this young RSL side to withstand the certain rise in quality that they'll see this final half hour.
Yeah, when you're dealing with Roger Espinosa and Benny Failhaber there in the middle of midfield, you know that you're going to have a night of hard work in front of you. Just 30 minutes left in this one, and a fresh group in there for Kansas City. It'd be interesting to see how Real Salt Lake can react.
Ovalle trying to get out of danger, chips it over. Biesler now wearing the captain's armband for Kansas City. Square ball to his partner in the back, Eric Palmer Brown. Back to Marine. Biesler wide left, inside to Zusi. Back over the left to Young. But the ball rolls harmlessly over the line. It'll be an RSL goal kick. The hometown FC Tucson product, Ricardo Velasco, enters the game now. 64th minute for the goal scorer, Emery Welshman.
Into the game for Real Salt Lake, number 20, Ricardo Velasco.
And Ricardo gets a nice homecoming ovation from the Keno Stadium crowd. RSL whistled for the foul. A little protest from Aaron Mond, who has often served as the club's captain in some of these reserve-type games. Juan Guzman doesn't listen. It'll be a Kansas City corner here in the 65th minute. Just when I'm able to recognize all the Kansas City players by the way they run, they do a 11-man substitution. Nice ball over the top off the corner, knotted away by Aquanu, tracking back, and it'll be another Kansas City corner, this time from the other side. Zusi makes himself available for the quick restart. Looks like it'll be Feilhaber in the corner. Near post. Great little header from Dom Dwyer. Jeff Attinella never had a chance as that seeing eye ball just tucks itself inside the far post as Sporting Kansas City cuts the lead in half. RSL maintaining a 2-1 lead. Nice header off the restart from Dom Dwyer.
Yeah, and you see this this Sporting Kansas City side quick to strike. This group's only been in the match 5 minutes and already making its impact. No shame in giving up goals to Dom Dwyer. That guy scores against all of them.
Ovalle with another kind of weak pass, hanging Jordan Allen out to dry, but foul there from Kansas City, and Aaron Mond will restart the other way. Long ball over the top. Knotted down by Sandoval. Saucedo runs onto it, but apparently the flag went up. Kansas City, their tempo is noticeably higher with this first-tier group. RSL struggling to gather its legs a little bit. Nice pressure there, though, from Velasco to force the Kansas City giveaway, and it's out for an RSL throw. Jordan Allen in for Sandoval. Tries to find Mulholland. Lots of pressure. Out. Off of Kansas City for an RSL throw.
Giving up that goal there in the 65th minute. You've got 25 minutes. You really want this group to show how they're going to respond.
Allen, long throw, looking for Mulholland at the spot. Knotted away. Brought down by Zusi. Zusi and Christian Nemeth playing a little two-man game. And Amadou Dia off to the races. It's Feilhaber in the center circle. Left to Beasler. He goes wide to Bernardo Agnor. A little odd not to see him in the black and gold of Columbus anymore. Long ball over the top. Vasquez lets Dwyer run onto it, and it's out for another Kansas City corner. And you get the feeling here, Matt, that RSL's youngsters are just going to have to try to withstand a storm here over the final 20-plus minutes.
Yeah, they really will. This will be their first opportunity to really extend beyond 75 minutes. And those tired legs will be tested by Kansas City.
RSL still pinned back. Here's another opportunity for Kansas City. Wide left. Feilhaber drops it for Zusi. His shot inside popped up by Vasquez. Still not out of danger until Aaron Mond collects a loose ball and seeks solace from Devin Sandoval up top. Beasler. Quick ball through. Nicely played. Bit of a disaster in the back here between Attinella and Allen. Under heavy pressure. But disaster averted. Marcel de Jong causing significant havoc there on that breakaway opportunity.
Just a miscommunication in the back from Antonella and Jordan Allen. Something that will get cleaned up with time.
Woo! Another great breakout by Kansas City, and Dwyer beats Vasquez, pulls the trigger on a one-timer left-footed bomb. Atnella up for the task, parrying the ball away, and it'll be another Kansas City corner kick. As the tempo and tenor of this game has changed drastically in the last 7 minutes. Fanny Cavito will be coming on for Bofo Saucedo as RSL boss Jeff Cassar makes the change, adding some significant defensive prowess with the Highland High School and Sparta Youth Club product, Fanuel Cavita. Started 82 games in 4 years for Clemson, was the captain both his junior and senior years. Corner finds its way all the way to Matt Beasler at the far post, but he's unable to poke it home. Naked back post there, Matt.
Beasler catches his defender napping and makes that kind of sleepy far post run. Almost gets to that, but Salt Lake's able to recover just in time to pressure him into pushing that wide.
Atnell with the restart. Sandoval gets ahead on it. Beasler plays it back safely to Marine. He goes over the top. Cavita and Ovalle trying to settle. Out off of Cavita. Quick throw. Feilhaber finds Zusi. RSL scrambling defensively. Long ball over the top. Deep into the right corner. Aquanu gets skinned. The pass cut back into the middle. Headed away. There's a scuffle while the ball is still in play. As tempers have flared here at Keno North Stadium. Guzman dishing out another couple yellows.
Desert Diamond Casinos and Entertainment is proud to sponsor the 2015
72nd minute.
Just 15 minutes away, Desert Diamond Casino and Hotel.
Little unclear there. Christian Nemeth actually with the caution.
Join the Diamond Rewards Club today to enjoy free play and special promotions. Experience the possibilities. Visit ddcaz.com to become a Diamond Rewards member today. That's Desert
Not a lot of
Casinos.
tolerance for shenanigans tonight by the players.
No, not at all. And maybe part of this is it's a long preseason for these players, and you spend a lot of time away from home. They see the end in sight just 4 or 5 days away from these guys returning home, and tempers do pick up a little bit when that's the case.
You got young players and unsigned guys fighting for minutes, fighting for spots, trying to prove their mettle. We certainly know that Peter Vermees appreciates guys who battle and give a tireless effort. It's a throw-in for Kansas City. RSL gives it away. Feilhaber fends off Mulholland, cuts it back. Sorry, that is
Espinoza.
That is, yeah. Didn't recognize his hairstyle.
He went and got an English haircut. Now he's back with Kansas City, and they missed so much with him not in the middle of that midfield.
Yeah. Velasco, nice play to Ovalle. He's cleaned out by De Jong. Nothing malicious there, just a late scramble. 74th minute, RSL up 2-1 on goals from Emery Welshman. In the 12th minute, Devin Sandoval in the 48th. Kansas City pulling one back through Dom Dwyer, who nearly had a second just minutes ago.
It'll be interesting to see if Real Salt Lake can shift that momentum back in their favor here in the last 15 minutes. Hold off what's been a really strong push from Sporting Kansas City.
Aquanu surveying options. Throws into Sandoval. Allen flicks it on. But to no avail as Kansas City off on the break. Long ball out of the back from DeYoung. Headed down by Dwyer. Finds Zusi. Chips it over the top. Left. Kick save and a beauty for Jeff Adenella. Bernardo Agnor one time that great ball over the top, but Adenella, as he has shown time and time again throughout his career.
Here we see the replay as Graham Zusi looks to switch the ball. Sends a beautiful pass over to the left side for Agnor, and a left-footed first-time shot. And the Tampa Bay Lightning fan, Jeff Adenella, shows a little bit of his hockey youth there.
Doing his best Van Beesbrook impersonation, right?
I'll take your word for it.
76th minute. RSL 2-1. A young RSL side squaring off against a first-tier Sporting Kansas City group for the final 30 minutes tonight. Avaye checks back, tries to play it off. Weak pass back to Adenella. He's nearly cleaned out on the challenge, but he clears the ball from danger, and it'll be another Kansas City throw. Beasler wide to DeYoung. Agnor near side. Back to Beasler. Agnor diagonal, trying to find Zusi. Zusi challenged by Aquanu. Zusi gets the cross in, cleared out by Baldin, but not out of danger. Another long ball over the top, headed away by Kavita, and it'll be a Kansas City corner kick here in the 78th minute.
Good awareness there from Kavita. You had Dwyer there lurking at the far post.
RNA CPAs is a proud sponsor of FC Tucson. RNA has been serving Tucson and Southern Arizona for over 70 years. It's one of our community's original public accounting firms.
Feilhaber lining it up. Sends it far post. Mond and Beasler were there. Beasler with the whiff, and it'll be a Jeff Adenella goal kick for Real Salt Lake. RSL looking to go a perfect 3 wins, 0 losses, 0 ties in the group stage of the Desert Diamond Cup. Could earn a berth in the championship game Saturday night, 8 o'clock right here at Keno Stadium. Avaye battling, nods it over to Mulholland. He plays it through, looking for Sandoval, but Marine quick off his line.
Sandoval actually flagged offside on the play.
Long ball over the top. Agnor brings it down. He's one-on-one with Kavita. Kavita sends him back. Velasco checking back with pressure. DeYoung, Feilhaber. Skip pass to the right. Kavita trying to knock it away. Instead, centered, and Kansas City retains possession. Zusi back to Beasler. Wide left to DeYoung. He cuts inside. Nemeth. Fouled by Mulholland. Luke not happy. Christian Nemeth. Quick restart there by Kansas City. Aquanu breaks it up. And Jordan Allen fouled by Roger Espinosa. Jordan Allen wearing the same number 7 that Andy Williams was wearing back when Espinosa got him in the previously referenced preseason brawl.
Things have stopped just short of repeating history so far.
Atnella over the top, looking for Sandoval. Nodded away. Beasler back to Luis Marin. It'll be an RSL throw. Aquanu. Sandoval. Out for Kansas City throw. Faulhaber quickly under pressure from Velasco and Allen. Fouled from behind. It'll be a quick restart. Kansas City switches fields. De Jong trying to play into Honor. Does. Back to Espinosa. Through ball. Nicely done. RSL on its heels. Nice ball over to the far post from Honor to Dom Dwyer, but Jeff Atnella, again, up to the task as RSL is on its heels. Velasco challenging. Espinosa, no call. Kansas City coming back the other way. Vasquez trying to find Sandoval over the top. Nothing doing. 82nd minute, RSL up 2-1. Emery Welshman with the early goal. Devin Sandoval giving RSL a 2-0 lead before Dom Dwyer pulled one back just after the mass substitution in the 60th minute. Beasler, wide left to Honor. Challenged by Velasco and Kavita. Dispossessed. Velasco just crunched between 3 Kansas City players.
And you're not happy a moment ago. Thought he was fouled in losing possession, and you see a bit of retaliation there, and it sees a yellow card.
There's a yellow card for Bernardo. Velasco still down, holding his knee. Juan Guzman asking him to hustle. Well, Matt, Fantasy Soccer Manager is here. Create your team, join leagues to show you are the best fantasy manager in MLS. We're offering $10,000 in prizes. Visit MLSsoccer.com for more details.
And when he says we are offering $10,000, that is not me and Trey offering $10,000.
Dave Keeville at MLS Soccer is offering $10,000. 83rd minute, almost the 84th, is Kansas City pressing for the equalizer here on match day 3 of the 2015 Desert Diamond Cup. Dwyer battling with Kavita. Sorry, that's Aaron Mond, and Dwyer. A lot of frustration. Peter Vermees up off his chair. Guzman trying to calm everybody down. Hometown kid, Ricardo Velasco, trying to get his shoe back on. Well, here comes FC Tucson captain Dom Papa is going to enter the game for Fito Ovalle. Velasco did receive a yellow card there from Guzman just a moment ago. 85th minute. Don Papa with a very nice breakaway goal against Real Salt Lake on Saturday night in FC Tucson's 3-1 loss.
Number 32, Dom Papa.
Kansas City with the giveaway on the restart, and it'll be an RSL throw deep inside its own half. Fanny Kavita playing right back. Long throw, looking for Sandoval because that's where all dead balls go. Knocked away by Baldine. It'll be a Kansas City throw. Beasler. Square to Palmer Brown. Back to Beasler. Long ball over. Collected by Atnella. Atnella with a couple big-time saves here, Matt, to keep the 2-1 scoreline intact.
Yeah, the one on Dwyer there right around the 70th minute was a real game saver, and if they're able to hold on and keep this 2-1 scoreline, that's going to be the moment you point to and say that was the one that won the match for Real Salt Lake.
Beasler, wide left to De Jong. Back to Beasler. Zusi checking back. Feilhaber. Palmer Brown. Zusi wide left now. Overlapping De Jong. He's in. Kavita providing pressure. The cross gets there. There's Dwyer. And his header is just wide left as he rose over Vasquez for the header. Vasquez holding his knee down on the ground. Juan Guzman calling for the RSL trainer.
You know, you spoke a moment ago about fantasy. I think a lot of people who are signing up for MLS Fantasy right now are about to add Dom Dwyer to their team after what he's shown in the last 25 minutes.
While Vasquez is attended to, we want to remind everybody that MLS Live is back for 2015. Watch hundreds, 350 plus actually, of out-of-market matches on your computer, phone, tablet, Roku, Apple TV, or Chromecast media player. Just $74.99 for the entire season. Visit MLSsoccer.com for more information and market-specific blackout rules. Looks like another FC Tucson player, Devontae Dubose, will enter the game for Real Salt Lake. As Tyrone Marshall on the RSL bench looking to get Juan Guzman's attention. It'll be Devontae Dubose in. Elias Vasquez out. Although it's a good sign to see Vasquez up and not even walking gingerly. He looks to be okay, Matt. 89th minute for that Dubose substitution. As RSL tries to retain its 2-1 lead. Sandoval battling. Nodded it down. Mulholland. Wide right. Baldine back into Sandoval. Baldine. Wide left to Jordan Allen. Bodies are still flying everywhere. Nothing doing, though, for RSL. It'll be a Kansas City restart. Building out of the back. Beasler, square. Eric Palmer Brown. Back to Luis Marin. Finds Zusi. Knocked away by Boyd Aquanu. It'll be a Kansas City throw. RSL seems to have calmed down a little bit and weathered that storm. Here's Feilhaber turning on Sandoval, creating space for himself, looking for options. He's got a Noor. Pressure from behind by Mulholland results in the turnover. And Devontae Dubose shepherds the ball out of bounds. Kansas City throw as we await the stoppage time indication. Espinosa in the center circle. Gets around Mulholland. Wide left to De Jong. His cross off to Bose. And it's out for a Kansas City corner kick.
Could see one last effort here from Kansas City.
Feilhaber lining up the corner. Sails over the entire goal mouth area and out for an RSL goal kick as Juan Guzman looks at his watch.
Tom Dwyer not happy about something that happened on that corner kick, but would have taken something.
Probably not happy
crazy.
that FC Tucson is his honeymoon destination. At Nella, the goal kick. Sandoval challenging. Beasler eventually collecting as Kansas City tries to get it going the other way. Allen tracks it down to Mulholland. Dumps it into the corner. Looking for Allen. Kansas City runs onto it. Here's a Noor. Wide left to De Jong. Velasco hustling back, trying to apply pressure. De Jong cuts it inside, lays it off. It's Kansas City probing, looking for one last opportunity. Plays it back to Beasler. Wide right. Espinosa. Palmer Brown with left-footed cross, broken up by Kavita. Aquanu sends it over the line. It'll be a Kansas City throw. Waning seconds here. RSL trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead. The ball goes into the box. There's Feilhaber, poked away by Mulholland, still not out of danger. Shot by Zusi, deflected, goes wide left. Jeff Attinella was there, but it's a Kansas City corner kick here, 2 minutes into second half stoppage. Quick restart. De Jong runs onto it, knocked off of Lucas Baldin, and it's another corner kick for Kansas City. The onslaught continues. Long corner, over the top, knotted away by Aquanu. Attinella runs onto it, and there's the final whistle. RSL, the perfect 9 points from 3 games here. The Desert Diamond Cup, they'll play Saturday night, 8 o'clock here in the stadium. Opponent TBD. Goals tonight from Devin Sandoval, Emery Welshman give RSL a 2-1 win over the Dom Dwyer-led Sporting Kansas City.
Really stellar finish to that game for Jeff Attinella to secure the victory as well. Late push from Sporting Kansas City. You saw him with the save around the 70th minute on Dom Dwyer, and then at the end, pushing that last ball away to keep RSL ahead.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you back here at the FC Tucson Desert Diamond Cup Saturday night.